Hello, my fellow Americans. Welcome to Liberty Prime, where we talk about politics and crap. I'm your host, Aaron, and the Oakland School District has voted to eliminate its police force, which I don't really need to get into why that's necessarily bad. And I'm now realizing that I kind of wish I didn't do the entire Liberty talks section, because I had a bunch of good talks and people don't want to listen to 3 minutes of stuff. Anyway, in there, I touch on basically, you need to put guns in schools, because people say, look, they take away the police force and then also have a gun-free zone. Well, then people look at that and say, oh, hey, you know what? That guy looks like a right place for school shootings, and those are obviously very, very, very terrible. Quote, hold on, who is this? Chief Jeff Godwin? Yeah, I think that's who's speaking. It's time to try something new. Something is broken in the system when police have to respond and come to an education institutional. And to an extent, I kind of agree with that, because, like, the students need to stop doing this bullcrap. Like, also quote, from this article, he said the department gets about 1,000 calls per semester. Of those, 200 are serious crimes, blah blah blah. Then the remaining 700 are just students being idiots, which is whatever, like students not wanting to go to school or having fights. But yeah, to an extent, I kind of agree that cops shouldn't go to education. Like, we should reform, like, we should teach the students to be better students, and for the most part they are. But still, like, you need to have guns. I'm always gonna say this: you need guns on schools to prevent a school shooting from happening. Because, like, they're not gonna see a police station be ransacked. Well, unless they're ordered by a politician, you're not gonna like what happened in Antifa stand. You're not gonna see it happen to, like. So yeah, hold on. You're not gonna see, like, police station get ransacked unless the police, like in Chaz, were ordered to retreat. Like, people, and in that situation it was a bunch of people, but normally an individual school shooter or a small group of them, they're not going to go attack a police station or a prison. There's guns there, so they attack schools. And also, the leaders, no, not that paragraph, right? Yeah, of the nearly 30 speakers who addressed the board Wednesday, all were in favor of the elimination of the police force. Some spoke about how black and brown students can feel dehumanized, disrespected, in general, they're not safe when having police on campus. Others urged to set an example for the nation, and they're okay, that's actually stupid. Like, if you're afraid of the police, then that's basically the Democrats' fault. Like, it's no fault but your own. We're supposed to be able to trust the police. And yes, there are rare instances where you can't trust the police, but guess what? Those are really minuscule and don't really matter. They're insignificant. No one cares about them. I don't know, like, the thing I hate about Democrats is, like, all they see is race. That's the only thing they see, and we need to be colorblind, because that's basically how you eliminate racism. And I do believe that Martin Luther King Jr. wants us to be colorblind, because, again, that is how you eliminate racism. Now, there's another quote by here that I wanted to touch on, which I don't like at all. We're still, hold on, Jessica Black is speaking here. We're still fighting to understand what true freedom in this country looks like. Abolishing that system is critically important. No, it's not. It's not. You're gonna go to fascism, okay? True freedom, it's evil. Because then, I did talk about this versus freedom versus liberty. And freedom versus liberty, like, I want liberty. Freedom's not that bad, but liberty's better. But true freedom is worse. Because, like, true freedom, you have anarchy, you don't have any rules, and basically you can go murder people. And we do not want true freedom. We want liberty. Like, I don't want the freedom of a certain race, I want the liberty of a certain race. Freedom is a temporary goal, which you can go into chaos and anarchy and become an evil society from wherever you go with freedom, or you can make, like, there's a tiny branch There's a tiny branch where you can start making liberty, and if you keep going that path, you shoot off to the good direction. Anyway, crap's hitting the fan. Like, they want to, abolish police, which is stupid. Like, you should only abolish police if you get rid of restrictions on gun laws. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But I'm just gonna share a random quote from my blog. Let's see which one's good here. True independent. Hold on. Those who stand for nothing fall for everything, and boy, that kind of fits somewhat with this. Democrats don't stand for anything. Anyway, peace.